Hello, this is Naina Gautam from Outlook Group. On this World Environment Day, we are at the EcoGram facility of Hyundai Motor India. Joining us on this Walk the Green talk today is Mr. Puneet Anand. He is the AVP and Vertical Head of Corporate Affairs, Hyundai Motor India. Thank you for joining us in Walk the Green talk series. So, sir, my first question to you would be, how does giving back to the society and being kind to the planet resonates with Hyundai's philosophy?
First of all, very good morning and thank you for having me on this show. It's a great initiative that, Earth is our mother. And as a part of our culture, Indians have always relied upon giving back to the mother, which in this case is our Earth. Therefore, if we are able to give back to the society, I think our mission in the life would be achieved. And by the mission, I mean mission life, which is lifestyle for environment. And I think that's the main theme which our Honorable PM has orchestrated for us. And today, Hyundai Motor India, through its foundation, has been steadily working towards giving back to the society through meaningful associations and programs which not only add value to the people, but at the same time give a lot of learning experience to the younger generation. And that's what this EcoGram is all about. In fact, I would like to show you the concept of this EcoGram. It's state-of-the-art, first of its kind, private-public partnership. In fact, you would see there are two major counters to this. We have the main entrance. This is the main area which we call as the dry recycling. And these are the two incinerators. If you see, these are big tumblers where the wet waste is being recycled. This has a capacity of around 7 tons of dry waste and 2 tons of wet waste. Over the last couple of years, we have been able to calculate and receive both wet waste and dry waste and convert it into meaningful energy, whether it is in terms of electricity, biogas, or whether it is in some meaningful products by recycling the dry waste also. And Hyundai has always worked towards our global vision, which is progress for humanity. And we feel that under our vision, progress for humanity, earth, mobility and hope are the 3 pillars which we need to work steadily on. And this is the concept of our earth pillar.
So, sir, what led to the genesis of EcoGram?
Gurugram is a city which generates around 1200 metric ton of waste every day. And this waste is being taken by the trucks to the waste site. And almost 20 to 25 kilometers these trucks are moving. Imagine how much carbon would be added to the society by the movement of these trucks. So we came upon an idea and we met the divisional commissioner of Gurugram, and also we met the MCG commissioner, and we said, can you give us some place of land in the center of Gurugram with which we can set up a state-of-the-art material recycling center, which will not only help you to reduce your trips to that waste site, but also help us to recycle the waste within the city itself. And that's where this EcoGram idea was germinated, and they gave us this land which basically helps us to recover, recycle around 7 tons of dry waste and 2 tons of wet waste every day, which we are collecting from the societies. In fact, if I show you this place, this itself is like a heaven for our young budding future entrepreneurs, because this area is the learning center. We call it the library or the Pathshala, because we are calling many students from the schools and telling them the importance of waste management.
So, sir, how is this facility different from other waste management facilities?
Well, actually speaking, this is one of the very unique idea which has been worked along with the government of Haryana, that is the district administration. And that's where, apart from having a wet management center, we also have something called as a MRF, or a material recovery facility, which is the dry waste management center. Now, what happens over here is we tied up with around 2000 society households which are part of the 3 resident welfare associations. And in fact, meaningful, even the waste from the Hyundai headquarters in Gurugram is also coming and put back into this material recovery center. So over the years, around 400 tons of dry waste in this MRF, since the time it started, has already been brought back. Now you see, this is the conveyor belt. Every day, around 400 kgs of dry waste is coming to this center, and through our workers, we are able to segregate. This also is giving a new lesson to the people of Gurugram that if you do the segregation at your home, then your life as a meaningful citizen is achieved. One important thing which I want to talk about this center also is that it's a self-sustained center. That means that the entire power or the energy which is used to run this center is not being taken from the Haryana Vidyut Board. In terms of our carbon footprints, 1.4 million CO2 kgs of CO2 has been safeguarded through this initiative which we have done from Hyundai. Because not only it is adding to the carbon footprint reduction, but it is also supporting the government in achieving value for that mission life.
So a lot of such facilities failed in the execution because of outside agencies involved.
Yeah.
How is EcoGram an exception?
So once we have a backing of the entire government machinery, whether it is a district administration or whether it is a municipal corporation, we do not have any issues related to the legal implementation of the program. The second important thing which we have done is the tying up with the resident welfare associations. You know, every RW of Gurugram is grappling with the problem of waste management. So if there is somebody who's coming in forward to support them in the waste management, then that also as a dream come true from them, that also is achieved. And the third biggest thing is the body, like we have NGOs who are working tirelessly for collecting that waste, both the dry and the wet, and using the technology, converting this into wealth. In fact, I must say that the 3 R's of society or the environment are able to meet through this. One is reduce, one is recycle, and one is recover.
So how do you plan to embed your parent company's ethos into India operations?
Well, actually, we have a very big global vision. It's called Progress for Humanity. In fact, the structure which you see is nothing but an example of Progress for Humanity. This EcoGram, especially the wet waste management center, you see we have a lot of technology which has been put into this. This technology includes digesters, it includes dialysis machines, it includes electrolysis machine, it also includes generator which is converting biogas into electricity, which is being fed into the center. Now, even in our plant in Chennai, we are already 65% using renewable energy. And by 2025, our target is to become 100% renewable energy. That's one area. We have already announced our global vision that by 2045, Hyundai Motor Group would be carbon neutral. That is way beyond the India's target of carbon neutral by 2070. So that's the second thing. We also have adopted certain lands, especially the OSR land in Tamil Nadu, the agroforestry land in Karnataka, in Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh, and the Leisure Valley Park in Gurugram. Cumulatively, this is 12 acres of land in Tamil Nadu, around 250 acres of land in Andhra Pradesh, and around 25 acres of land in Haryana, wherein these areas are being put green by planting trees and giving lot of support to the society. So what in nutshell I want to say is that we are very, very supportive towards the cause of environment. Even this center, over the last 2 years we have started 40 megawatt worth of energy or electricity has already been produced by this. We have already used around 404 tons of wet waste which has already been consumed into electricity, and more than 40,000 cubic meter of biogas has been produced using this wet material facility.
How do you embed sustainability in your operations?
We are guided by our global vision, Progress for Humanity, and all our environmental goals are under the United Nations SDG program. So even in our factory, which is in Chennai, we are very proud to say that ours is a very sustainable operations. For instance, recently, around a couple of years back, we set up a 10 megawatt solar plant in our factory, which has helped us to become 65% renewable energy consumption in our factory. That to ensure that we have a very safe supply of water. We have dug up 6 big ponds in our factory. These 6 ponds have a capacity to hold around 350,000 tons of water. That means even if there is no rain or no supply of water for 120 days, our operations can sustain without any fail. Even at our dealerships, we are using dry wash facility. Dry wash means using minuscule water for washing the cars. Over the last 5 years, we have saved around 650 million liters of water by washing around 5.5 million cars. That means that not only we are saving potable water, but we are also making the life of car more longer by using these energy efficient techniques. That's how our operations are sustainable, meaningful and long lasting.
So what are the other initiatives Hyundai India has undertaken and what are the goals that you have set for them?
For example, when COVID came in India, we had a big health challenge. So we started a program called Sparsh Sanjeevani. Sparsh Sanjeevani, under this program, we are bringing medication to the grassroots level of the villages. So I'm very happy to share that by the end of this year, we will have around 50 Sparsh Sanjeevani telemedicine clinics operating all over the country, which will be giving free medication to the rural population. Not only this, we are also running something known as a mobile van. So in the rural areas, our vans will be going with a doctor and a compounder and they will be checking the health of the villagers. So that's our initiatives in terms of health area. So having talked about our health initiatives, next I want to talk about our road safety initiative. As you know, that as a manufacturer of cars, road safety is very close to our heart. And I will start off by our first program, which we call Be the Better Guy. This is the campaign which we started in 2015, I would say now 8 years before, wherein our theme or our aim is to change the behavior of the driver when he or she is driving the car. For example, if I advise them not to drive under the influence of alcohol, or to wear seat belts while driving the car, or not to use the mobile phone while driving, and don't overspeed. If we are able to change the behavior of the people through our meaningful initiatives, I think a lot of road accidents can be saved in this country. The third area where we have done on the road safety is the mission Dhyan Do. Dhyan Do is basically a mission which is towards public and private drivers of say like Uber, Ola, and also some of the public sector drivers, wherein we are first checking their health and then giving them tips on better safety. One program which I am very happy is the program called Drive for Progress. This is basically to equip India with safe drivers. So we have taken the target of training 1500 youth across the country and giving them job as a professional trained driver. And out of that, we are also ensuring that 30 to 40% of the target people of these 1500 should be women drivers. In fact, we recently had a MOU with Blue Smart, wherein 200 women trained drivers will be given to Blue Smart for driving their EV cars in area of Gurugram and Delhi. When our Honorable PM said that mission life should be our goal, and Hyundai is slowly moving towards that mission life, showing a path to this country so that this can become a great country.
So that brings us to the end of this exciting and meaningful conversation. Any closing remarks?
What I want to say is that today India is rising, and India can only rise if the Bharatiya or the people of India rise with it. And to make that rise happen, it is towards the collaborative efforts between the government, between the private companies, between the public sector, and between the people themselves. If all these four stakeholders will come together, there is no way that our India will be left behind. And today, that shining India, the progressive India, the dream of the #1 India will be achieved very soon if we are able to work towards a collaboration as far as society is concerned.